Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Total War Wednesdays. As always, I am D, and we're right back with the Beastmen now. Last time, we destroyed Khazrak, the capital of the Dwarven civilization. There's still quite a few dwarves left, of course, but hey. You can't make an omelet without slaughtering a couple hundred people. Beastmen omelets are weird. Now, you might have noticed last week I did something a little differently with one of my series. I've kind of moved away from the Battlefleet Gothic Armada. Decided to try out Payday 2. Let me know what you guys think of that, or you can just watch the video and like it. That's up to you. Anyway, let's see how things went. Last time we had the Vampire Clans go to war with the Greenskins. That's not exactly unheard of. Khazrak, close victory. Gortusk actually leveled up, but we leveled him up and then fired him. Khazrak has been raised, and I disbanded the Gortusk. And we're currently in the process of rebuilding our armies. That could be Centaurs, Razorgore herds. I think I'm actually going to go for... Wild Death and Beasts. Can't get the Mound of Blades, but I don't really want to. Can't get the Pile of Flesh, but again, I don't really want to. Let's actually get the Ritual Mound, because that'll allow me eventually, once it's finished next turn, having the Ritual Mound will allow me to build up, or at least eventually summon Malagor the Dark Omen. Ooh, free core. Oh wait, no, it's a flying spy, so ooh. I can now summon Malagor. Did they yeah, they rebuilt Ockendorf. We'll have to fix that. Oh, the Gorbul's level 3. Awesome. You know what, we're going to get Unrelenting Warherd on him. Because he's currently got quite a bit of power to him. And this way he's much more useful. 2 turns on them. 1 turn. 8 turns. Unfortunately, I can't recruit anymore from them, so... I'm going to lose quite a bit of my money. Actually, wait, no, what I can do is I can move my troops back into Ockendorf, into the lines of Ockendorf. Or I can just do when one falls. Let's actually go and get the ability to summon a Bestigor. Alright, that should regen all of my troops to full strength right now. Alright, let's go ahead and actually, you know what? It's expensive and I'm going to lose quite a bit of my income, but I'm actually, no, we're not going to do that. Pelt Totem. Bretonia and the Empire are at war. You're going to go lay siege to the pillars of Grugni. Encircle. I want the One-Eye to lead this army, to lead this war. And now I attack, because now I have a much larger army. War Banner will go to the Minotaurs. Actually, you know what? Let's take that off and take that off. Reassign these things. I'm gonna give the Slug Skin to the Minotaurs and the War Banner to you guys. Let's go to you, and that's what I'm still liking. I like the Banner of Eternal Flame, because Goros Heartrender is literally just walking around setting people on fire by being near them. Warriors. Oldest Matakwat. And then the Ungor herd. Oh wait. $846 versus $125. They have no ranged attackers. I'm doing this at such a low. I'm doing this at regular walking speed. Mostly so my troops aren't going to be exhausted by the time they get there. I am going to call for a charge. It's probably right around here. I do like how the different units actually kind of had different weapon models. If you look, like this guy on the right here, he's got more like cleavers, whereas these guys have regular axes. What the? They shattered just from seeing my enemy, or seeing my army? And that's happened? And Garrett. Yeah, like I said, they don't get to the garrison armies don't get to survive if they run. A sword of might. More important to me though is Khazrak leveling up. Next we'll move on to Mount Squighorn. You know, let's check diplomacy real quick because I want to see something. Okay, the dwarves actually have 11 settlements. But yeah, like I was saying in the last episode, Clan Angrund is the kind of new dwarven faction. I'm actually going to let attrition do some damage to these dwarves, since it'll only take 3 turns. Khazrak Hearn declaring war on me. Okay. I have stronger armies, and I'm nowhere near them, so... Garrison runs out of supplies next turn, so their troops will start to die. That is one problem with the Beastmen, though, is that you end up kind of fighting wars on all sides. Okay, recruiting shortage, that doesn't really matter because I'm not recruiting anybody. Okay, let's see, what do I want? Yeah, let's get Kelkengard Larder. 20% strength, weapon strength for Minotaur units. Yes, that'll work actually. First off, before we go to war, let's go ahead and... let's get thick-skinned on my Gorbel. Alright, they should start taking attrition damage soon. Pretty soon. I'm gonna go down 2 more turns on this. Raid Iron Rock. Eh. I mean, that would be worth quite a bit of money, but... I actually didn't see how much that was worth. $800, not really worth it. That's what I was looking for. Into battle. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get this set up. Let's just go and do that. They have none of their towers, man. That's a bad idea. Actually, you know what? Gorbel and Minotaur are gonna be their own group. No, 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 no. Yeah, well, I can kind of play with them a little bit. That was an entirely mistake. That was entirely a mistake on my part. Now, at least the sharp-eyed among you will probably notice that if I wanted, I could send the Gorbel and the Minotaurs against that gatehouse. But at the same time, I could just wait and send them in through the gate after the battering ram does its job. Khazrak should be fine. I've basically won this already. Alright, 2 more hits from the ram should destroy the gate. And there they go. About half of my deaths were caused by... Oh well. Ooh, that's actually quite a bit of money. Shield of Talos. A Ramhorn helm. He already has ram horns. Unholy Resilience. Let's see, that gives him 477 versus 77 melee attack. Let's actually go ahead and get Slug Skin for right now, because that also affects his army. I'll put him on raiding stance pretty soon. Okay, Karag Drawn will be our next target. Ooh. So I've now got another Brayherd. With a Minotaur, Great Weapon Minotaurs, 2 Cygors. Chaos Spawn, some Razor Gorge, and some otherwise basic guys. Borgor. Is he still in Mount Squighorn? Yes. Yes, he is. I haven't counted the top knots. Goros is now a Zinchian plotter. Schwarzhofen and Zufbar have negotiated peace. Your target is Khazrak drawn. I'm not at war with Zufbar, am I? Raise your sack asylum belong to any of the following enemies: the Border Princes, Tilia, Midland, Dwarves, Empire, Clan Angrand, or Khazrak Hearn within 15 turns. Huh, okay. I was already planning to do that, so. Where's my Brayherd? Are they going the long way? Oh, no, they use the beast paths. I always forget about the beast paths. Khazrak drone is our next target, and it's not very strongly defended. Or at least the garrisoned army is not. Yeah, why not? Bloodclaw is now level 5. Devastating charge. Ooh, that's actually Thorgrim himself. I'm not actually going to lead siege, I just want to give time for the rest of my armies to get here. Let's also get... Let's start working on Defiled Honor. Alright, my entire army should now be gathered. That apparently made us weaker. Rangers. That's a new unit. Oh yeah, because bolt thrower is just another name for a bolt. No, I know I have 2 Cygors and the bolt throwers. Okay, let's go ahead and get this army set up. Cygor's right there. The Razor Gore chariot and Razor Gore's over here. The monsters. Archers. Actually, you know what are those guys? Oh, that's the Gore. That's a shielded Gore herd. Alright, those Thunderers are basically useless now. Actually, you know what? You aim for them. This is not going well for the dwarves already. Aim for the rangers. I want Thorgrim himself downed. Like I said, I'm not gonna let this go. I'm gonna kill Thorgrim Grudgebearer. What is that? Oh, it's the bolt thrower. I'm sacrificing a ton of my own troops to do this, but got what I wanted. Booze. 32. Lots of money from that one. Good level of experience. And a lot more money to get from raising the city. Okay, good. Soon I'll get next turn. I'll get the quest for the Scourge. But unfortunately, that's going to be next episode, ladies and gentlemen, because that's the end of this one. If you enjoyed the show, please feel free to like or favorite the video. You can also leave a comment down below if you have anything you'd like to say. And please do let me know about what you think about the new idea for doing Payday 2 instead of Battlefleet Gothic Armada. I do like both games. and depending on public reaction will determine whether or not I keep going with one or the other. But also, if you want to keep up with me and never miss any of my current series, then please feel free to click the subscribe button down below or the link at the end of the video. As for that, folks, I have been D. The dwarves are dying pretty heavily right now. But good night and good gaming.